everybody, it's Queen Richard here, and it is art time with Queen Richard! Dee! And this video was suggested for me to do by my pal April Lily, also known as Disney Ever After. Because I sent her one of my collages one time, and she told me once I should do a tutorial on how I do them. So that is what I'm doing right now. Now this one's a little bit different from my historical ones, because nowadays, now that I'm not in my teens and early 20s, I'm actually using actual frames to do these. So basically, as far as what tools you need whatever size frame you want to use. Now, you can obviously do smaller ones. I'm doing this size because I just want to. Back in the day, I used to just get a large piece of, like, poster board, like the kinds that you see at the store, like, that people use for garage sales and stuff. Only not the neon kind, I would just get the white kind. Or I would just use, white crafting paper. What have you. Anything to be a base. Now this one is really cool because it's in the frame already. But what I would also want to do is also put down white paper over it once I start doing this. Just because I just wanted to have a white base and not the cardboard base or that picture. Another thing that you need is glue, and I just use your regular old Elmer's glue stick. It worked just fine with what I use for my collages, the mixed media. It just works really good with that. A good pair of scissors, and these ones are okay scissors, to be honest. I have other scissors, I just don't know where they are because my room's kind of a mess. And but these work. These are suiting my needs at the moment. Not very well, but they are just suiting my needs. If I find other pairs, they will suit my needs better. And last but not least, the one thing that you really need is things to make a collage with. And the way you make your collage is going to be really just up to you. It's obviously your own aesthetic. If you're going to use, newspaper or magazines, if you're going to use fashion magazines, if you're going to use crazy stuff that you get from, like, alternative bookstores or alternative newspaper stands, or if you're going to use maybe foreign products, I don't know. You can make your collages whatever it is, but it's basically just like piecing together a lot of different pictures and creating one piece of art. And basically you just need to do what comes to you and what inspires you. Now, I am not going to be... What I'm about to show you is something that I just recently found that I plan on doing a collage with at a later date. But it's this Sport Europa Spring 1996 catalog. There are some really, really doozy pictures in here of people in the 90s, like men and women. And I think I could just make something really, really, really crazy with this one. Woohoo! But I'm not using this today, but this is what I'm talking about. You need to find things that give you inspiration to make your collage. But today we're going to do something different. So, first things first is I am going to go ahead and put down the foundation on the back of this and open this up. So I will be right back. So, I have just opened up this framework and flipped it around and put white paper over it. And so now I am ready to put down the base of my collage. Now this collage is pretty much going to be a basic one of mine. And I'm using, just to be all fair and square, I'm using stuff from this book, Revelation, the Bob Apocryphon. This is just a very interesting book, needless to say, and it has some very, very interesting collages already in it, and some just very interesting images. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of the larger pieces here. You know, there's quite a few here. So I'm going to use these larger pieces to kind of get my base down. So I will be right back. Okay, so after much deliberation, this is so far the base of this. So I basically used 5 things to make this base, along with the white on the background. Now the thing is, I'm not really worried about what's on like the first like little ½ inch around here, because I have to take in consideration the frame. So yeah, but you know what, I'm not really done here, because you see I already put in a little Easter egg here. So I'm just going to go ahead and work on this a little more and put a few more things in this thing. So I'll just be right back. Okay, so I think I am done with this finally. So as you can see, I have added a few extra goodies to this. And now I will go ahead and pop this in the frame and see what it looks like in the frame. And the margin that I set for it was absolutely perfect. Everything that I wanted to be in the picture is in the picture. It is absolutely stunning. I am calling this one September Constipation, because of the constipation worries are over. So that is my newest collage that I just did for all of you, and that is how I kind of do them. I can make them huge, I can make them tiny, I can make them this size, I can make them all sorts of sizes. But that's kind of how I do it, and what's the word for it? The madness behind the method, or whatever. The method behind the madness. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe down below. Peace out. Boo.